So I welcome you all to our today's masterclass mentorship course. So your mentor, my name is Lee Masheve. So in our today's course, we are going to look at how to use or certain principles that you must bear in mind when you are using an MT5 trading platform. So by the way, what is this platform all about? So an MT5 trading platform, it is a platform which Forex traders, they use to trade. So now, this MT5 trading platform, it allows other brokers actually to lend on this platform. So there are brokers such as brokers like Fresh Forex. They do not have their own trading platform. So what they do is that those brokers that do not have their trading platform, they will lend on the trading platform like MT5. We also have MT4. So MT4, it was the first trading platform. Now it was upgraded from MT4 to MT5. So they have added certain tools. So you discover that other brokers, they will only have, because what happens is that as a broker, if you want your account to be linked to MT4, you must be renting on MT4. If you want traders to be trading on MT5, you must also be renting. So other brokers, they don't want to spend a lot. They will just pick one platform, maybe MT4. So you discover that certain brokers, they will not have an option where you can trade on MT5. The reason being is that they are fearing to lend on that platform, okay? So the reason why I'm giving you all this, it is because I want you to be educated so that what else you are trading, you are using it with knowledge beside it, okay? It is not just about making money, it is about having the skill, the knowledge, and when you are making money, in case you are called you are called in the presence of the kings, in the presence of the president, in the presence of, you are able to express yourself, you are able to explain, then people, they will know to say, someone passed through the school. So let us now continue. So I want you to observe, once you log into your MT5, this is a demo account. So a demo account, this is how it looks like here. So this is how a demo looks like that. But a real account, it shows three parts. It shows three parts, okay? A real account, it shows three parts. A real account, it shows three parts. You see something like a box here. So in that function, it only appears if you are trading, you are using it, your account is linked with a broker called Deriv. But other brokers, there is no difference between a demo account and a real account, unless you check there, unless you go to the main chart where you can see that this is a demo account, okay? But with Deriv, this is how a demo account looks like. It does not need to take ISA for you to differentiate between a demo account with a real account. Now, what I want you to observe is, today it is this focus just here on the table, just here on the forefront. That is what we want to discuss today. What I want you to focus is that what you are seeing on top, it is what we call balance. So now, balance, it is what you are seeing on top. Balance. So balance, it is the amount of money that you fund in. So if you fund in $10,000, or if you fund in $20, $100, I usually recommend people to begin with $100. $100, okay? I recommend to begin with $100. Even if you can deposit $10, but it is better off you start with $100. Better you deposit $10 you keep, you don't trade. Another 10 you keep. When you reach 100, then you begin to trade. At least with 100, it is not easy to blow an account. But my $10, These are people who complain to say Forex is hard because the account is too small. Remember, this is the biggest market in the entire world, so it requires at least a big capital. But that does not mean you can't trade with a $10 can trade, especially if you are disciplined. You are able to follow risk management, where you can put a small lot size. Now you see some people, they have a $10 but they are abusing an account. Away from that, now I want you to concentrate what I'm saying. So once you deposit your money, what is reflecting on top, it is what we call balance. So balance, it shows you the amount that you have deposited in your trading account. So meaning if you want to begin to trade. Then equity. So there's balance on top. There's balance on top. Balance, it shows you the amount of money that you have the moment you deposited. Because I've not yet started trading. So it is showing you balance is just intact. Equity, it is the amount of money that you have at a moment when you are trading. When you are trading equity, it will show you the amount of the current amount of money you have. This is what I don't want. This is what I don't want. The notifications, they are disturbing. So just a minute, let me try to freeze. Let me try to freeze. We try to freeze. So that we are not disturbed with the notification. Okay, let us continue. So now, what I was saying is that balance, it is the amount of money that you have deposited before you start trading. So once you deposit, the amount of money that is reflecting on balance, it is the amount of money that you have deposited. If you deposited the $10, it will reflect on balance that $10. If you have gotten what I've said on balance, can I see some 55 in the chat box? 55 in the chat box. If you have gotten what balance means, balance is the amount of money. Once you deposit, it is what is showing you to say, Mune, this is the amount of money you have started with. This is the amount of money you have deposited. Can I see some 555 if you have gotten what I've said on balance? On balance, it shows you the amount of money that you have deposited. Others are typing 455. I'm saying 555, you people. That is the language. 55 if you have gotten what I've said. 55555. Okay, I can see Marjorie and Sarah. Let us now continue. You are a good class. Now, equity, it shows you the current amount of money you have at a moment you are trading. Equity, it will show you the amount of money you have at a moment you are trading. So if you are making profit, equity, it will be increasing. If you are losing, equity, it will be reducing. Whilst the balance, it will be intact. It will be intact. You discover that if you are the $10, balance, it will show you $10. If you are trading, you are making profit, equity, it will be showing you $12. It simply means that the balance, it has now increased by looking at equity. Not until you close a trade, that is when the balance changes. I'll do practical so that you understand. Equity, it shows you the amount of money you have at a moment you are trading. At that current time you are trading. If you are making profit, it will be reducing, it will be increasing. If you are losing, it will be reducing. Now, free margin, this is the amount of money that makes you to survive in the market. It is a space. It is like oxygen. Now, if you enter maybe under you are swimming in the river, or you go under the ocean. there are those oxygen that they will put you. So you'll be looking at the measurement to see how much oxygen is remaining. So if the oxygen it is at 100, then when it begins to reduce, you need to notice to say, what is making me to survive? It is the amount of oxygen which is there. If it remains at 10, you must be scared. Once it remains at 0, simply means that you die. You no longer be there. So what makes you to survive, to keep, pardon, what will make you to keep survive, to keep swimming there, it is the amount of oxygen that you have. Same applies with this account. Free margin, it acts as oxygen. If free margin is reducing, then it simply means that suicide is following you. Now, this is where a lot of people have been trading years and years. They don't understand. They abuse the account. Then they will be saying, no, Forex is hard. Forex is hard. Forex is hard. No, my friend. You are not applying principles. You just trade. You just master the art, but the knowledge you don't have. But I want you to follow me very nice. If you fail to learn from what I'm saying, I don't know, then you need serious players. Serious players. Because I want to make sure that you understand, not when you go to hell because of not making profit, because of not succeeding in life, not start saying, our mentor did not tell us. So let us continue. Now, I'll open a trade. Now, for the sake of people are new, when you are looking down. So there are two ways in which you can open it. There are two ways in which you can open a trade. On top here, there are signs. There's this sign here. There's also this sign which looks like a SIM card. Okay? So let us begin with the sign which looks like a SIM card. We'll begin by pressing on the first sign here for the arrow. Okay? Before we go to the sign looks like a SIM card. When you press here, it will show you some symbols. Okay? So this is where you can send symbols. If you want to be looking at profit, you want to be looking at time, you want to be looking at orders, this is where you press. Okay? If you press on that other sign here, if you press on other sign there, okay, which looks like a SIM card, like that, let us go there. When you press like that, it brings something like this. So that is another way if you want to go dive into trading. Now, it is very important that you must pay attention here. You must always pay attention here. Because what is showing you there, it is a pair. So these are pairs that you can trade on Forex. Remember, when we are looking at the introduction of Forex, we looked at what is traded on Forex. We talked about currency pairs, we talked about commodities, we talked about indices. So this is one of the pairs, this is one of the product or pairs which are traded. So this is called volatility 10. So it goes, there's 10, there's 50. So there are a lot of names, okay? There's also Boom 1000, okay? As time goes by, you will get to understand all this. So this is a pair. At the moment I've pressed here, so it simply means that if you want to enter this market, I'm entering into this pair, okay? Now, below that pair, there is this option. Now, when you press on this option, where there is market execution, you see there is buy limit, sell limit, buy stop, sell stop, buy stop limit. All these are important. They are not there for decoration. You must know them, okay? The first option, it simply means that immediately you press buy, it automatically open the trade. So other traders, they don't know all this. And they end up making mistakes. So once you understand buy orders, it simply means even certain losses that we make, it is because we don't know. Because the brokers have made everything so simple to. So if you see that your order that you want to enter, it is at point Z. Don't enter at point A with the first option, market execution. it means that you'll be waiting for it to reach that point. So if it is in loss, it will be in loss. So you can use buy limit, sell limit. I don't want to confuse you. I don't want to feed you a lot of information at a go. I'm a good mentor, so I will not talk more about that. So I just want you to bear in mind to say there are these orders. In the next course, we'll also be looking at these specifics so that you get to understand. Away from this, so you must pay attention to this. You must pay attention to this. Now, when you look at here, you people, when you look at here, there are those things which looks like in mathematics. Okay, so you see, if you're not good at mathematics, don't worry. So this, you see, to my left side, you see there is negative 0.1. There's also negative 0.01. Then in between there is 0.30. There is positive 0.01. There's positive 0. So now these two, the negative 0.1, negative 0.01, and to jump to the other side where there is positive 0.01, positive 0.1. These act as a forward, or a backward. They just act there to, if you want to increase the lot size. So this is the lot size in between. So if you are using MT5, you'll be looking at lot size, okay? But if you are trading on the platform of D-Trader, you will not see this kind of a lot size. We'll look at that so that you get to understand the difference soon or later. Okay, so let me change. So for example, if I want to change a pair, I'll press on top there. So that is another way. The first way, before I go, I don't want to miss the point. The first way to enter a trade, I've told you, it is that you press there. That was the first way. When you press there, you can enter a trade. Okay, I'll explain this. I'll come back to explain so that now the other way, let us go back. The other way to enter a trade, you come here on trade. The other way to open a trade, you come there where it says trade. Once you press on trade, like that, okay, just a minute. Let me put the other way. It is you go direct to the market. Okay, we are already on trade here, where you can use the first option. So the other way, you come on the market, on the chart here, rather here where there's charts. Now, once you press on the chart, it will take you direct to the market. Okay. Now, wow, this is the signal that I gave, and others they cried. Just a little backup. No wonder it is important that when you must have a big account. You see the same signals does it the take profit. Now just this small backup, it killed the people when it was a good trade. So now away from that, let me remove these things which might confuse you. Some of you don't understand these indicators. So these indicators, I made these indicators myself. So indicators, for you to come up with indicators, it is not guesswork. You must understand price action. It is not just guesswork. You start saying, "Oh, this looks like what? Let me press." These are the people who are making noise on YouTube. Put these indicators as a power, because you're just doing guesswork. Once it fails, you come up with another indicator. This is a good indicator. So indicators, for you to come up with indicators, it simply means you are good. You understand price action, because indicators, they will tell you the history of the price action, okay? So for you to understand the price action, at least you need to have 2 or 3 indicators. Just one, you can't rely on one indicator. We'll learn more about that as time goes by. Now, this is how it looks like if you have not added indicators. Yesterday I was telling you to say there is a kind of way of trading. So if there are no indicators like the way it is, this is what we call pure price action. Pure price action, it is trading or analyzing the market without relying on any indicators. So you hear other people, they will say, negative chart, me I only trade negative chart. They are simply talking about pure price action. But don't make your life so hard. We are living in advanced technology. So these people who brought in indicators, they are not stupid or mad, okay? They are there, they have brought there to make your life easy, okay? Just like the way it is important to use the take profit, stop loss, okay? Even when you are using some tools, trading tools, such as the horizontal line, okay? You get to understand that. So if you want, you can add indicators. If you don't want, you can't. Others, they enjoy not adding indicators. Others, they enjoy adding indicators. Like myself, I just feel good adding indicators. It makes my work easy because I understand those indicators. Those are my indicators. But others, they can't see what I'm seeing on those indicators. Okay? So it is because of the knowledge that I have in price action. No wonder I was able to come up with that indicators. Because even the measurement, the levels, it is through knowledge. You don't just sabaira to put them. So if the chart is like this, it simply means it is pure price action. Not pure price action, it is where you add indicators. You can add a moving average. So it simply means you are looking at price action, but you are also looking at a side mirror by using indicators to give you certain signals, okay, to make your work easy, okay? So those things that you are seeing on the chart, they are not part of the screen. I'm just using them to point in case you begin to say, are they also part of? No. How come me? I'm not seeing them, coach, on my MT5. No, that is just application which I'm using to point so that you are able to see. So now, let me go back. So let this not confuse which is up. It is the application. I don't want to receive a lot of questions. Coach, me, I did not see that one which is looking up. Okay, let us move. So now here down. So the other way, apart from the first way of entering a trade, the other way of entering a trade, it is here. You press here. You press there. Have you seen? So once you press there, like that, it will give you, now the good part is that the new upgrade which they have made it easy. Sometimes back, if you want to enter a trade, you are supposed to go on the corner there. Now this time around, they have made it easy. You will just see it in front of you. You see on top here there's buy. Here there's buy. Here there's sell. So you can just press there buy. You can also press there sell. So they've made it easy for us. Wow, I just love the way Boom 500 is looking. Wow, this is what you call a serious, this is what we call, let me even teach you a little bit before, this is what you call a serious supply. So this is where the supply level was here, okay? Even if buyers decided to come in, they were selling because the price was what I was teaching you about supply, about support and resistance. So where the market was, it was on the resistance level in M15. So meaning the sellers, they were selling at high price. So meaning these buyers who are entering buy, they were just doing some negotiation, but these people, they were just selling at high price. So no wonder you are seeing, even here there was a breakout. This was the support level. There was a support, there was also a support. They have break showing that the sellers, they have got more power. So we'll get to understand how to analyze this market. Away from that, you know, when the market is in your blood, you feel like even trading at the moment. Okay, away from that. So if you want to enter, you can press here buy, you can press here sell. So buy simply means that you are saying the market will go up. So you are buying. If you press sell, you are saying the market is going down. So if you see that this market is going down, you press sell. Now, before you press sell, it is very important that you look at this option here. So this option here, it is a lot size. So the lot size, it can also act as the points. Okay, let me just use a simple language. As we increase, I'll use another language at the moment. So in your level, I'll just say it is what determines at which speed do you want to make profit. So if you put a big lot size, you make dollars faster. If you want to make $1 at a fast, if you put a bigger lot size, you discover that it will be moving fast. You can make $1, $2. Now they had a lot size, they had a profit, they had a loss. When you put a big lot size, if it goes in your way, you make less money. You even be proud of yourself. You can even dance. But if it goes against you, it will take you to the village. So when you hear me talking about the village, simply means you lose. You even be saying, "How I wish I bought it. How I saw that money. So I've lost that money. How I wish I could just bought. I could have just bought mini meal." So you need to follow these certain principles. How to use certain lot size. Okay. I don't want to speak much before confirming if people. I don't want to go minus not knowing, leaving you people behind. If what I'm saying is making sense, you are able to follow. Can I see some 3 in the chat box? 3 in the chat box. Me, I'm enjoying. I'm teaching. I'm also enjoying. I hope you are also enjoying. If me, I'm teaching. I'm also enjoying. What of you, as learners? I hope you are also enjoying. Can I see some 3? Also some fire if you are enjoying. Some 3 and some fire if you are enjoying. 3 in the chat box. I see some fire. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Wow, this market, it is very crazy. These are dollars, you people, dollars. Now let us continue. So now, this, what you are seeing on top, this is a lot size. So like I was saying, is the first way we go back, the first way when we go back on trade, okay? When you go back here on trade, remember that was the first way. Once you press on trade, then you come here. Once you press there, like that, it will show you like this. So this, what you are seeing here, this option here, the strike has happened. This option here, and this option here down. Are you seeing? This option and this option here, it is what you are getting from. Let us go back. When you go back to charts, it is the same thing that you are seeing here. So they have just made your work easy. Instead of you going to that level, to do that far, you just use on the same chart here. You press, if you have seen an opportunity, just press direct buy. So those to 0.01, negative 0.01, negative 0.1, negative 0.01, those negatives to your left and to your right, it is the same thing as these here to my arrow. So in case you can't understand to my negative what, it simply means that these are just options. If you want to change, you press there. You just press there. So if you want, so you can put these are lot size. These are different lot size, okay? So if you want, you can press there. Then you just type, okay? You want to press, you can type 0.02. So 0.02 simply means it is 0.2. Since we don't count 0. So that 0.20 simply means 0.2. So each pair, it has got each lot size that you can start with. Other pairs, they can't allow you to start with 0.20. So like in this case, I can't reduce to 0.10, okay, unless I do the other shortcut way. But this is the fixed way which you can start with. But if you want to reduce to below 0.20, there's another way on how to reduce a lot. There's a shortcut on how to reduce the lot size. Okay, so these are the lot size that you need to put. So lot size, like I said, these are there to. It is you to say, at which speed do I want to make profit, and you need to bear in mind to say they had a speed, they had a profit. Well, if it goes against me, they had a loss. These are people that you see, same signals, others are in negative 0.8, others are in negative 10. Why? Because of the left size that they are putting. And they'll begin crying, no, no. Let us continue. Now, if you want to press sell, I can press on sell there. Okay, I can press sell on there. So what I want you also to consider. Let me go back on. We are on boom 1000. So when you look at here, this is boom 1000. Have you seen boom 1000? I mean boom 500. That is boom 500. If you want to change other pairs, you can just press on that boom 500 there. Once you press on boom 500 there, it will bring many pairs. So you see there are a lot of pairs here. So you can choose which pair you want. If you want to go to boom 1000, you press on boom 1000. If you want to go to another pair, now if I press back there, I go back to boom 500, I press boom 500. So you just press on that particular pair. So yesterday we talked about time frame. So time frame, you can the other way of checking time frame, you can just press on your screen. It will bring this option. You are able to see M1 time frame, M5 time frame, so this means if you're analyzing the market in M1 time frame, you go there. If you analyze the market in M5 time frame, you go there. Yesterday we talked about this. So time frame, for those who are just joining for the first time, if you are looking at the market in 1 hour time frame like this, it does not simply mean that you are studying the market, what will happen if right now it is 19 hours, then you are looking at the market at 1 hour. It does not mean that you are looking at the market, what will happen around 20 hours. No one knows the future. So time frame, if you are looking at the market in 1 hour, it simply means that you are looking at the history, what happened in the past 1 hour, not what will happen in the next hour. You are looking at what will happen in the past hour. Obviously, a lot of mentors, a lot of traders, they don't understand what I'm telling you. 1 hour, they will just say, the good time frame is 1 hour. But a lot, they have not understood what time frame means. Okay, so it just shows you, because price action, you are looking at the history, what has happened. So when I look at 1 hour, what is the history telling me? Because the current market, it is here. Yesterday we looked at these are the prices. These are the prices, and these are the players who are making the price to move the way it is. These candlesticks that you are seeing, these are buyers and sellers. These are the people who are making, these are the traders who are making this price to increase or to reduce. Okay? So now, the current price, it is here. So if I look at 1 hour, I'm looking at the history. So this is the history. This is the history. So this is the history. It is showing me to say, this is how the market has been behaving in the past. So I'll use this data to analyze what will happen in the future. Okay? No wonder we are able to predict what will happen by looking at the past data. That is what it's called price action. We trade what you see by looking at price action, by looking at the history or the behavior of the traders in the past, how they have been behaving. So in this scenario, we can even know to say, okay, we can even know to say it has been going like that. You can even put like that. So you can even know in future to say the moment the price, this has been our buy. So you can even know that the moment the price reaches here, there will be a buy. So you can even enter in advance before it strikes. Because sometimes when the price before it can reaches on the support, it does the reverse. So you can even enter here in advance. Because you know to say the time it reaches here, there's history that here there was a strike, there was a big strike, there was a big strike, there was a big strike. So once it reaches here, it will follow, it will repeat, because buyers who entered from here, these buyers who entered from here, I wonder why I want to enter into a lot of. Anyway, you will get to understand about that. Just keep following. Just keep following. I don't want to add a lot of information. Okay, so I was talking about the time frame, the 1 hour time frame. Instead of me starting analyze now, I may end up confusing you. Okay, so let us continue. So now, that is what 1 hour time frame looks like. Now, if I press on here like this, so there's one way of checking your time frame by pressing just on the screen. It brings like that, or you just go direct on this time frame, which is already here. You are able to see H1. So you can just press here on H1, then it will bring time frame on top. So you can either use that way, or you press here. Again, here there are a lot of function here. You see, this is where some of you ask, how do you put those lines? You can just press here, then you go here. This is when you can put all the lines that you want. Okay? So once I press here, I can choose the lines which I want. I can choose this, I can put here, like that. So those are tools to use. I can go back again. So don't think that it is a miracle. Maybe I've got a special MT5, you know. It's just knowledge. Okay? I can press again there, then I choose which one do I want to use. Okay, horizontal line, I can choose horizontal line, I can choose a pointer. If you don't have this, you just go on a +* to check for the tools that you want to use. If you don't understand them, you are able to read. You are able to read like that. If you can't read, free education, it is there in Zambia. There's free education so that you are able to understand this. I just want to make the training to be interesting. So never mind about my language sometimes. So don't be emotional. Okay, let us continue. So this is what I'm saying. This is what I was saying. The other way around. Now, what I wanted you also to bear in mind, when you go here, this is where a lot of us make mistakes. When you press here, I told you the first way of entering. Time, 1 minute to cross. So I told you to say when you press here, the other way. When you press here like that, then when you go on top here on the side there, the other way like that. Now here it is showing like that. Are you getting? It is showing V10. But when we go to let me go back. But when you go back to the market, it is showing boom 500. Now, a lot of mistakes that we make, a lot of us. Let's go back here. Once you press here, you not see here. You just press, because on the market you saw boom 500. Then you just enter. You just press here on buy, because you are demanded to say I'm looking at boom 500. What state is showing you to say it is on V10. Now, if you press at buy, like that, what has opened, it is that pair. Then you start saying, oh, me it is opposite. No, what you are seeing and the other way where you have entered, it is different. Can I see some 66? Not 66. Some of you may be scared. Is it Satanism? Okay. Can I see some 7777777 who avoid the 66? Can I see some 7777777? For those who are just joining, say, I will not see the Forex. It is 66. No, those are just numbers. Can I see some 7777 in the chat box? 77 in the chat box. 77 in the chat box. If you have gotten what I've said, so never make that mistake. I beg of you. In the name of your name, I beg you, never make that mistake. Okay? Now, I will end here because 21 hours has already clocked. Before I end, let me go back. We'll continue to be digesting this practical, this MT5, so that you get to understand. Once you enter, you'll be trading with wisdom. Okay. So now let us go back to. We'll also be talking about these quarters here. When you press here, these are not decoration, you people. These are not decoration, because most of us will just see they are moving, they are moving. Those are not decoration. They will tell you, they will tell you when they are changing red, blue, even these numbers that you are seeing, they are not decoration here. These are not decoration here. A lot of us, we don't even know, we don't even consider them, Even this percentage that you are seeing, these are not decoration, you people. It is a market, it is a price. Those in Zambia, no wonder even the president was talking about about what? Graphic. So it is very important that you understand. If you don't understand this, then you are not dealing with money. Okay? So that is a strike which I was telling you. Have you seen? Have you seen what I was saying? That it will shoot. So it is not magic. Have you seen? Because of history, as simple as that. No, Forex is hard. Hey, Forex is hard. No, it is not a matter of language. But if you are gambling, you are just doing like, is it Manchester's going to win or Chelsea? I feel like entering buy. These are the people who are making Forex. Even to paint Forex like Forex is bad, like Forex is hard. No. Once you understand, you learn. It is easy. Now let us go back here, where I was telling you before we end. Bear with me. Let me close this trade. So if I close it, I'll close it in loss. So don't worry. It is just a demo account. So let me go on sell. If you want to press on, so I'm just giving you an example. Let's say this is when I press here. When I press here, let me put 0.20. 0.20. Okay. Now 0.20. When I enter 0.20, I'll press on buy. So once I press on buy, when I go, if I want to check the order that I've opened, I must go on trade here. I've opened the trade, so I want to check it out. So I'll press on trade. Now once I press on trade, now I want you to bear in mind. Are you seeing what has happened here? I want you to bear in mind. People bear in mind. If you can't learn, because in RealFX, it is where we make Forex so easy. So if you can't learn from this academy and you are failing to understand, I don't think you find where you understand. Trust me. Now, I want you to understand. At first, have you seen that there is something which has been added once I've opened a trade? Now, let us close this trade. Now, there are many options now. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, let us close this trade. It is a demo, don't worry. Let us close this trade. When we close this trade, and how many things are happening? They are just like this. Now, this is what I want you now to understand. Once you open a trade, let us go back to the chart. Once I press buy here, let me go back to the trade. Now, if I open with 0.20, so buy, I'm trading against the market, okay? The market is a sell, but me I've opened buy. So what I'm simply saying, I'm going opposite direction of the market. But in my mind, I know to say when the market comes back, I'll make profit. No wonder it is starting. No wonder it will start it will be in negative. So for those people who do not understand how to catch a strike, once they are seeing negative, they become to fear. They end up crossing. So it is different. So the moment you begin to look at the boom and crash, how to trade, I'll explain more that. But away from that, what I want you to pay attention, it is only 0.20 lot size. Now 0.20 lot size, they are simply showing it is simply appearing on margin. You know, before I opened the trade, we did not have any margin. So 0.20 is a margin level. So they are simply telling me that we are charging you. These are blockers. They are telling me to say, if you want to trade boom 1000, the lowest amount of money that you can start with, which we are charging you with 0.20, at least in boom 500, you must at least have this amount of money in your account. $1.88 simply means that if you have an account, if you have a balance which is below 1.88, you can't open a trade in boom 500. It simply means that you can't open a trade in boom. This notification. You can't open a trade in boom 500 if you have an amount of money which is negative that amount that you are seeing. Now, each pair, it has got its own charge which the broker have put. So here, when you open 0.20, we have opened 0.20. Here, 0.20, they are charging us 1.88. The same negative 0.20. Now, let us change. Let us cross this trade. Now, let us open boom 1000. We go on boom 1000. The same 0.20 here. Let us open buy. The same negative 0.20. Let us go on trade. Now, you see, the same 0.20 in boom 1000, they are saying in boom 1000 with the same 0.20, but with this pair, we are charging you 4.98. It simply means that for you to open the trade, you must have 4 plus. Below 4, you can't. So why are they charging you? It's simply showing you to say you can make more money in boom 1000 compared with boom 500. So no wonder they are charging you a high fee, because in boom 500 you can make more money. No wonder the strikes in boom 1000, one strike of boom 1000 and the big strike for boom 500, they are two different. Big strike for boom 500 can hit. It can even take you up to positive 10, if in negative 10. But if you go to another, it is a different. Okay, so you get to understand that. Now, let me use this same example. Now, I want you also to bear in mind that once you open a trade, it also acts this same margin. Apart from you knowing, you can also use it to say. It can also act as your stop loss to say, I want to lose at this level. You can use it that way. You can use it at when you are trading. If I reach negative, if I reach at -4, I can cross on that way. You can use in that way. It is up to you. Okay? It is up to you. Now, I want you to bear in mind, once you open a trade, you see there is equity. So equity, are you seeing that equity is now reducing because I'm in negative? This was the balance, this is the amount of money which I started with. I started with 13,967.61. But it has now changed. It is now reducing because I'm making loss. It is now showing 13,967.30. So it simply means that it is reducing because I'm losing the money. So balance it is showing me to say, my friend, you started with that amount of money, but this is what you have in iniquity. Okay? Now, free margin, it gives you as a balance. If you are making profit, free margin continues to increase so that the oxygen continues, you are getting more oxygen to continue swimming. So you can also use free margin to add more position. When there's free margin, it keeps increasing, you can add another position. Now, if your free margin is reducing, you can't open more position, and you can also be having those. No wonder once your free margin gets to 0, you receive a free margin call. The message here to say, my friend, you are remaining with the auction. It is about to finish. That is a free margin. And what they will do is they will cut you from the market if they see that you are not serious. So why do they cut you? This is a reason. So what we are talking about, the advantage of Forex is that brokers, they will borrow you money so that you can survive in the market, depending on any amount of money you deposit. If you deposit $500, they will give you what you call margin level percent. So in this case, I deposited 13,000. By the way, this is just a demo, but let us assume it is a real account. I deposited 13,960. What have you? They are telling me to say from your 13,967, we as a broker, we love you, and we want you at least to survive in the market. We are adding on your 15,000. We have decided to give you we have decided to borrow you this amount of money, which can also help you so that when you are trading, you can make more money. I will explain more in that another course. So this is the amount of money that they have given me on my 13,000. Huge amount. You discover that if you deposit $50, they will add $500. Now what they will do is, when the market goes against you, before when you lose, when they see that you are about to blow your account, they will cut you from the market so that it does not affect their money. No wonder you see they will cut you from the market. They will say, you lose your money, you want to also to lose our money. So no wonder they will cut you from the market. I think for today, I'll end here. So be careful when you're looking at margin level. So for example, if you have $100, margin level out of $100, at least margin level should show at least 80. Not the open position from $100. You even have your margin level, which has been showing -1. Even if you make a lot of dollars, you cross, you celebrate. Not all days are Sunday. Next time, once the market goes against you, it means you lose the 100 in instant. They will start saying, no, I've blown. No, Forex, it is hard. No, what have you? Don't even what? So certain principles, this is what people fail to follow. And avoid joining unnecessary groups on WhatsApp, on Telegram, where you see a lot of combination of traders. They will confuse you because you see people who do not even follow this. Okay? Who do not even follow this. At the end of the day, you just make profit. Once they make profit, maybe before the day ends, they have lost. Now you, because you saw a screenshot, you think that maybe the person has made profit. Maybe they have already lost. So avoid those unnecessary groups. They will end up confusing you. We'll look at that. Some of the things that you need also to avoid, because they will be causing you to break certain principles. To say, this person he has opened the crazy profit. He has made profit. Let me also continue. Let me also try. If I'm about free margin, it is not important. Others will start telling you to say, no, it is not about following me, what you are, it is just to do. So you need to be careful. So I don't want to eat a lot of, to give you a lot of information that you fail to digest. So this is where we end today. Can I see some 555 in the chat box and some stars if you have enjoyed what I've said? Can I see some 55 in the chat box? 55 in the chat box. 55 in the chat box if you have enjoyed. Are you seeing yourself going somewhere? Are you seeing yourself going somewhere? So it is just a beginning, by the way. We are just starting. So if you want to go through, I've recorded this section, this masterclass section. On your spare time, you should go through it. By beholding, you become change. What does it mean? When the Bible says, by beholding, you become change. Repetition, you get to understand. If you continue looking at it, repeating what you have done, they become part of you. So make sure that you do that So this is where we end. Bye-bye.